Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. This is your weekly reading from December 3rd through December the 9th. Let's go ahead and get started. This reading is for all Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings, as well as those Pisces that are on the cusp of Pisces. Please give me 6 cards for Pisces, December 3rd through December 9th. Oh, what do we have here? We have death, and we have judgment, and the Ace of Swords. Someone is making a decision to end something. There could be some difficult words being spoken. I'm definitely seeing the truth as well. Truth coming out, truth being revealed. After all is said and done, I feel like this is over. Something is over here. Someone is making a final decision. Okay, with no recourse. Okay, so let's see. We'll see if those cards come out during your reading. Ace of Swords to me is very blunt words. Okay, it can also be the truth, speaking the truth, being very honest. Okay, knowing exactly how you feel. Pisces, December 3rd through December 9th. Two more for Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you this week. Alright, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And I just have to say, is someone watching Carlito's Way? I'm hearing Carlito's Way, Carlito's Way. So if someone is watching that movie, I don't know if that may be of some significance, or the name Carlito, I'm not sure. Anyway, we have the Ace of Wands here in reverse. This is telling me that someone is feeling not much. Not much. In terms of like, motivation, it could be that your motivation is low, or if you're dealing with a fire sign, their motivation is low. This can also be creative blocks, issues with sexuality. Yeah, because the Ace of Wands upright to me is like a solar phallic symbol. It does indicate inspiration, new ideas, love at first sight. Creative blocks being kind of bursted through. It's definitely, yeah, so here it's coming up in reverse for me. Okay, it could be someone here is refusing to give someone a second chance, or there could be some very judgmental behavior going on, and that's putting a damper on a love connection, or even it could be that someone's been very critical, and that's creating some difficulties with regards to someone's libido, someone's sex life, or just they're not feeling inspired to make a move. How you see yourself today, Pisces, we have the Nine of Cups, so this indicates wish fulfillment, happiness, satisfaction. Sometimes it can indicate smugness. I don't know, I see with the mirror here that can also be someone that thinks they're really good looking. They, like the way they look. It's like looking good, feeling good, etc. So this is quite positive. I do feel like also the waters are very calm here and quite beautiful. So there seems to be a good possibility, Pisces, that you are feeling quite good, right? You see yourself as quite beautiful. You have good self-esteem. You're feeling quite good about yourself. And that's all wonderful. Let's see what else. The theme for you this week is the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who's not very nice. She can be mean, catty, overly dramatic, or a bit of a wallflower. So you could be dealing with someone who's like that. Also, the Queen of Wands can be a bully. She can be someone who, kind of like the mean girl in class. Or this can be someone who's having some issues with their creativity. They may have experienced a fall from grace recently, and so this is the shadow side of the Queen of Wands. So you could be dealing with a Queen of Wands who's not very nice, or a Queen of Wands who is you're experiencing her shadow side. This could be your energy if you have any Leo, Aries, or Sag in your chart. Something you have already learned that will be useful for you to remember, and we have a Nine of Swords in reverse. This has been coming up for a lot of signs. So this indicates pressure, anxiety. Sometimes it can be PTSD. Someone who is under a lot of stress, puts themselves under a lot of stress. So something that will be useful for you to remember this week, Pisces, is to get plenty of sleep, get plenty of rest, and try and get out of your head as much as possible. You know what happens when you get stressed out, when you put too much pressure on yourself. You probably have been through something like this recently, and so try to remember what you learned from that situation. There may be some strategies you can use this week to deal with stress. There may be some meditations, or possibly doing yoga, or breathing exercises, whatever it is that helps you manage your stress. A challenge for you this week, Pisces, and we have the King of Swords in reverse. So either you're dealing with someone who is like the King of Swords in reverse, in which case he can be very cruel. This can be someone who's very cold and distant. This can be someone who is a liar, a cheater, someone who's very dishonest. They can be verbally abusive. So you may be dealing with someone who is like this. Also, they can be very violent, aggressive, just too forceful, too much force, and very cold personality. So this can be a doctor, a lawyer, someone in the armed forces, or someone that has like a high-level position, or they come off like they do. But I'm seeing that your challenge is dealing with this person. If this is you, this is someone that has a pretty bad temper. You kind of want to stay away from this type of personality. Try and get at the upright qualities of the King of Swords. Even though he can be cold and distant, his strengths are that he's a mastermind and he's very strategic. And he does everything by the book. When he's reversed, like I said, this person can be very violent, very aggressive, very kind of mean, cold and distant, bit ruthless. Yeah, an enemy here. So you could be dealing with an enemy this week. Your lesson that you're learning now is the Seven of Coins. So this is about patience. It is about learning from mistakes, trial and error. Taking your time, letting things come to fruition, not rushing. Being very careful, being very caring. Yeah, so this is something that you're learning, maybe to be patient, to take time, possibly needing to wait for things to develop. Okay, not rushing. These are all positive things that you could be learning this week. How to wait patiently for things. Okay, a gift you'll receive this week, Pisces, and we have the Nine of Coins in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with an ex this week. I just want to point that out, an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. Also with the Nine of Coins in reverse, you may be missing someone. You may realize that you missed someone. There could also be here, I read the Nine of Coins in reverse as someone who's financially or emotionally dependent on someone else. So if you are in a situation where you are feeling emotionally or financially dependent on someone else, it could be this week that you realize that that is the situation you're in, and you are now going to figure out how to deal with that. How to potentially get yourself out of a situation where you are wanting more freedom. You are wanting more independence, financial independence, emotional independence. For others of you, I don't necessarily see this as a gift. I feel like here you do have some more work to do, especially if you're dealing with someone like the King of Swords in reverse. I really think that this week, yeah, if anything, you could be receiving some, I feel like you could be gaining some money, but I don't think it's as much as you hoped for. It may be like you are waiting for more money to come in. Others of you are going to be dealing with an ex, like I said, this week. And I know that's probably not something you want to hear. Let me see what else I'm seeing. Some of you are missing your home. Some of you are missing someone. And that's fine. But I feel like your gift is to understand what it is that you need to do to be more solidarity, like to have more solidarity, to have more independence, what you need in order to have more financial independence, etc. It also could be that some of you are paying off a loan, or like you've been working really hard and you are going to be able to pay off something, but it could leave you temporarily, you know, in the red when it comes to your finances. I just feel like some of you are really craving more financial freedom at this time. And I do think that it's coming, but like your lesson again is to be patient. You may have to put up with some characters this week, potentially a really mean fire sign or a really mean air sign. So try not to stress out too much. I feel like this is something that you're working towards, and it's just going to take time. So just remember to be patient with yourself. Okay, Pisces, that is your reading this week, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Wish I had more positive news for you, and remember, this reading may not resonate with everyone, and when I talk about the gift that you will receive, I do have to assess like all the cards on the table, because sometimes I feel like people have other lessons that they need to learn before they can really get to the point where they're going to be receiving gifts. Not everyone is going to receive a positive gift. Sometimes the gift is in the form of a lesson or understanding something from a new perspective. So the universe doesn't just hand out dollar bills to everyone, or it doesn't just hand out gifts to everyone all the time. It really, you have to kind of like, you have to challenge yourself to see something as a gift sometimes. So that's why I want to just make that clear to all of you. All right, guys, have a great week, and I will definitely be talking to you soon. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, and let me know if you resonated. Take care.